We are no strangers to devastation whenever we turn on the TV. See another shooting and know that could have been us on the screen.
Thousands of people gathered in Manhattan's Washington Square Park, students walking out of school, coming together to protest gun violence because of her.
We will be the students to end gun violence because we are everywhere and we aren't going anywhere.
Organizer Arielle Geismar.
I remember thinking wow, this is power, this is youth power, and this is kind of where I want to be.
I'm one of the founders of New York City Says Enough.
When she was just 16, she started the organization New York City Says Enough, a nonprofit dedicated to preventing gun violence and holding politicians accountable for tougher gun legislation.
The pain is felt by a lot of people. It's scary to think that it's going to continue, because we know kind of in our heart that it's going to happen again. It still hurts every time it does.
We will continue this fight until you act!
The 18-year-old says the mass shootings in El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio, where dozens of people were killed within hours of each other, unfortunately illustrate why she decided to take action.
To see these tragedies and know that not only are they in and of themselves tragedies, but they're connected to larger issues. The one in El Paso, we know that this was a white supremacist who wanted to target people of the Latinx community. That's part of the hatred, unfortunately, that we see in 2019. And for some reason, it's up to us as a generation to be solving it.
We will not stop until we become the generation to end gun violence.
A generation that grew up witnessing mass shootings on an all too regular basis.
Sandy Hook happened when I was in middle school, and I just kind of accepted it as an inevitability, this is just gonna happen.
At just 5 years old, Arielle says she started practicing mass shooting drills in school.
And I run and hide, and I'm literally thinking, is this real? It's as ingrained in me as learning in shapes and colors were.
For her work as an activist and organizer, Arielle was one of 15 teens who won the 2019 Diller Teen Award and $36,000. The prize recognizes Jewish teenagers who have shown an outstanding commitment to social good.
It's at the center of this Jewish value that we have the power to change the world. And not only do we need to be listening first, but we also need to be working as a collective together in order to make the world a better place.
And we as youth will continue to find ourselves as the engine of this movement.
Arielle says she will use the money to continue combating gun violence, donating some to charities that do the same work, and for her education. She's starting her freshman year at George Washington University, but that also brings about more anxiety.
I think that going back to school is scary. It brings the inevitability of a new school shooting. It brings kids being scared from their walk home to school or their walk to school in communities that don't necessarily look like mine.
But like a true fighter, she also sees the good in it.
It also brings the opportunity for new organizing opportunities.
To all those who are just getting started, welcome to the resistance.
For InsideEdition.com, I'm Stephanie Officer.